Hey guys, Atreyu Locs is back, and many of you already know that I am someone who happens to agree with Yanni the Lockologist's theory that you have lockers whose hair grows one of two ways. Either their hair grows into their locks, which means the hair naturally gravitates toward the lock, or you have lockers whose hair grows outside of their locks. I really believe this because I experience my hair not growing into my locks every single day. Now, if you are one of these people whose hair does not grow into your locks, you might want to stay tuned because I have something that could be important for you to consider. Alright, so as you've heard me say many times before in various videos, countless videos, my hair does not grow into my locks. And that was one of the reasons that I could not abstain from retwisting 2 and 3 months at a time. At least I couldn't do it without there being serious repercussions, as I've spoken about in previous videos. So, because my hair does not grow into my locks, I have to retwist monthly, which has definitely restored the thickness of my locks. It's been a lifesaver, and I'm happy that I made that discovery. Although I do definitely believe that your hair can grow one of two ways, into the lock or out of the lock, it's still unclear as to why this is the case. And I still don't have an exact reason, but I was able to think of a contributing factor to this phenomenon. So if you have kinky, curly, nappy, whatever adjective you feel comfortable using hair, and you've straightened it, you know that the slightest bit of exposure to humidity, moisture, water will normally cause that hair to revert back to its natural curl pattern. If you use something like a relaxer, which takes your hair through this really intense chemical process, then that's permanent, right? A lot of times that's permanent. I heard you can use some egg mixtures or something to kind of revert it back, but for the most part that's a more permanent means. But I'm just talking about, maybe flat ironing your hair or using a pressing comb. That straightened hair will only remain straight for so long. So recently I was thinking about a contributing factor to what I'm going to call this retraction of hair at the base of your locks. And it occurred to me that, hey, Atreyu, you work out a minimum of 6 times a week. Sometimes you work out every day, but you work out a minimum of 6 days a week. And those 6 workouts are very intense, which means that you do a lot of sweating. Not only your face and your arms, extremities and stuff, but also your scalp. As is evidenced by the fact that my bandana that I wear to absorb some of the moisture is completely saturated with sweat. So that means my scalp is sweating. Now, think about what is coming out of your scalp. Yes, new growth. And what happens to hair like mine? It curls, exactly, right? So you have hair like this, maybe, that does this once it is exposed to that moisture. Also, not to mention, even if I have a fresh retwist, that hair that you gather when you're retwisting, it's somewhat straightened as well, because not of heat in this case, but just because of the tension. When you kind of pull it and then you're twisting it, it kind of straightens that hair out. But that hair, that retwisted hair, is also exposed to this moisture, this sweat. And so it naturally wants to coil as well and pull away from my locks. So what I end up with is locks with thin bases, as I've shown you in previous videos. And so it occurred to me, okay, this is also a contributing factor to that hair that has pulled away from your locks. And it's my belief that the more you exercise, the more you sweat on your scalp, the more this is going to be an issue, since you already struggle with your hair not wanting to gravitate towards your locks, not wanting to grow into your locks. So what is the solution? Not exercising is not an option. I'm still going to exercise. I have goals, I love exercising. I love how I feel after. I love trying to be healthy. So I'm definitely not going to forego exercising, but I'm just going to continue with what I'm doing, which is retwisting once a month. And as you can see, if you look at this lock, it's definitely gotten thicker since I started retwisting once a month. Okay, can you see that? It's much thicker. So it's working out. So I'm just going to continue doing what I'm doing and continue watching the bases of my locks to make sure there's not too much thinning that's occurring. So if you guys are like me and you struggle with this phenomenon of your hair, your new growth not growing into your locks, just be mindful that exercising can also exacerbate this condition. Hopefully this video was informative and helpful. As always, please SSLC, subscribe, share, like, and comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.